48th online meeting of the DICT Back 3. Please be informed that this meeting is being recorded for documentation purposes. And for the quorum, we would like to acknowledge and put on record the presence of our honorable DICT Back 3 members. The end user provisional member for the first agenda is Mr. Sharnal Katipay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Thank you po. We also have Director Gino Ilano as the regular member. Good morning again, sir.
Good morning, Baksek. Morning, Mr. Chair.
Thank you po. And this meeting is being presided by our chairperson, ASEC Gerald James B. Reyes. Good morning again, sir.
Thank you. Good morning.
With the presence of the back members mentioned, the back secretariat confirms that there is a quorum.
Thank you, Baksek. Sige, let's proceed.
Thank you po. To continue, shown on the screen is our proposed agenda for today's meeting. We have 3. First is the private conference for the procurement of application security testing tools. This is a rebid. The approved budget for the contract is 5,421,438 pesos. And the end user is Mr. Sharnel Katipay. Next on the afternoon agenda is the opening of bids for the procurement of new audiovisual equipment for the ICT offices. This consists of 7 lots, and the approved budget for the contract is 7,694,485 pesos. And the end user is Mr. Angel Soprapeña III. Last is the discussion of the technical working group report for the procurement of janitorial services for the ICT NCR offices. The approved budget for the contract is 7,398,000 pesos. And the end user for the last agenda is Mr. Dante Leonen. This is all for consideration of the back members. Having the agenda presented, may we have the approval of the back, please?
Members, any motion to approve?
Mr. Chair, move for the approval.
Thank you. Any second po? From any of the end user representatives, please.
Second motion.
Thank you. Baksek, you have an approved agenda. Please proceed.
Thank you so much po, Mr. Chair. May we also have your approval po to admit the other end user representative po as well as the respective bidders for the first agenda.
Yes, please admit them. Thank you.
Thank you po. Good morning po, Sir Jemai.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Sorry, nawala ako. Where are we?
The prospective bidders po are already online na po, Mr. Chair. With your permission po, we will now continue.
Yes, please proceed. Thank you. Sorry, back there. Sorry, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you po, Asek. For your information, sir, nandito na rin po si Tir Dawaten.
Good morning, Director Jimay.
To continue
Good
po,
morning, Jose. Good morning, Mr. Chair.
good morning po to all the end user representative, TWG members, and to our prospective bidder. Welcome to the Rebid conference for the procurement of application security testing tools. This is a Rebid. We would like to acknowledge po the presence of our Vice Chairperson, Director Maria Victoria Castro. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
To continue po, we would like to acknowledge the representatives from our prospective bidders. We have from 4G Networks, good morning po. iTraverse Solutions Incorporated, Microgenesis Business Systems, and Remax International Incorporated. Good morning po. We wish to inform all the leaders and participants, please be informed that this meeting is being recorded for documentation purposes. Furthermore, in the interest of transparency and pursuant to Section 38 of RA 12009, a copy of this recording will be uploaded to the DICT official YouTube channel. You may visit the Department of ICT Philippines channel on the YouTube po. Thank you. Mr. Chair, with your permission, we will now proceed po to present the press mat po for this project.
Proceed.
Thank you po.
Good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome to the pre-bid conference of the DICT Back 3. Today is August 11, 2025. For the project details, the invitation to bid for the project was posted on August 1, 2025 on the following: PhilJEP's website, the ICT website, and the ICT bulletin board. The invitation to observers for the pre-bid conference were sent on August 4, 2025 to the following: a Commission of Audit, Chief Information Officers Forum Foundation Incorporated, Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated, Philippine Computer Society. However, no one was able to attend this activity. The provisional member and user representative of the ICT Back 3 is for this project is Mr. Sharnel Katipay. The TWG is composed of the following: Sir Orlando De Vera Jr. as the head, Mr. Danilo Sablay Jr. as the member, and Patrick Ambrosio for the member. The prospective bidders who registered and request the link for today's pre-bid conference are the following: iTraverse Solutions Incorporated, 4G Networks, Microgenesis Business Systems, and Remax International Incorporated. Again po, for the information of everyone, the conduct of live broadcast for this procurement pursuant to Section 38 of RA 12009, video recording for all procurement-related conferences for competitive bidding. Now, the DICT invites the bid for the project. The bid reference number is DICT Back-2025-067 Rebid. The name of the project is Procurement of Application Security Testing Tools, and the ABC is 5,421,438 pesos. For the agenda, we have the following: House rules, schedule of activities, instruction to bidders, checklist of technical and financial documents, to envelope system and proper sealing and markings, bid data sheet, technical specifications, forms, post-qualification documents, and reminders to bidders. For the House rule, everyone is encouraged to make clarifications, kindly identify name and company before raising a question, and limit questions to details of the procurement at hand. For instructions to bidders, bidding requirements, the bidding for the project shall be governed by all the provisions of RA number 9184 and its 2016 revised IRR, including the generic procurement manuals and associated policies, rules, and regulations as the primary source thereof, while the herein clauses shall serve as a secondary source thereof. Any amendments made to the IRR and other GPPB issuances shall be applicable only to the ongoing posting, advertisement, or IB by the back through the issuance of the supplemental or bid bulletin. The bidder, by the act of submitting its bid, shall be deemed to have verified and accepted the general requirements of this project, including the factors that may affect the cost, duration, execution, or implementation of the contract, project, or work, and examine all instructions, forms, terms, and project requirements in the bidding documents. For the corrupt, fraudulent, collusive, and coercive practices, the procuring entity as well as the bidders and suppliers shall observe the highest standard of ethics during the procurement and execution of the contract. They are, though an agent, shall not engage in corrupt, fraudulent, collusive, coercive, and obstructive practices defined under Annex I of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 and other integrity violations in competing for the project. For eligible bidders, only bids of bidders found to be legally, technically, and financially capable will be evaluated. Foreign ownership limited to those allowed under the rules of the may participate in this project pursuant to Section 23.4.1.3 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9, number 9184, and the bidder shall have an SLCC with at least one contract similar to the project, the value of which adjusted to the current prices during the PSA CPI is equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. The bidder shall comply with the eligibility criteria under Section 23.4.1 of the 2016 IRR of RA number 9184. For the subcontracting is not allowed. Bid and payment currency, payment of the contract shall be made in Philippine peso. Bid price, the use of proper form of goods offered from within the Philippines or goods offered from abroad indicating price schedule. For the bid security, all bids must be accompanied by the bid security, any of the acceptable forms in the amount stated in the ITB Clause 14. For the copies, each bidder shall submit one original and 2 copies of the required documents. For the 2 envelope system and proper sealing and markings, for the mother envelope, we have the following: eligibility and technical documents and financial documents. Inside the technical, inside of the eligibility and technical documents are must have the following: eligibility and technical original copy, duplicate copy, and triplicate copy. Also, in the financial documents, must have 3 separate envelopes with the label financial original copy, duplicate copy, and triplicate copy. It must address to Department of Information and Communications Technology from the name of bidder in capital letters, address of the bidder in capital letters, the project procurement of application security testing tools with the bid reference number DICT-2025-067 Rebid. Also include in capital letters, indicate the phrase do not open before August 26, 2025, 1:30 p.m. For the deadline of submission of bids, the deadline is on August 26, 2025 at 12 noon, and the opening of bids will be on August 26, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. For the checklist of technical and financial documents, technical component envelope, legal documents, valid field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages. Please note that pursuant to Section 8.5.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 and GPPB Resolution number 15-2021, all Class A eligibility documents indicated in the Annex A of the field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership must be current, valid, and updated at the time of the bid submission. The failure by the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility document shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their field jobs registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids. For the technical documents, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Next is a statement of bidder's single largest completed contract or SLCC similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided for in sections 23.4.1.3 and 23.4.2.4 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 within the relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. For the attachment, any of the following documents must be submitted together with the statement of single largest completed contract, a end user's acceptance, official receipt, and sales invoice for the contract. Next is the original of bid security in the form of surety bond. Submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Please note that bidders opt to submit a bid securing declaration as a form of bid security are required to use the bid securing declaration form in the attached bidding documents. Next, schedule of requirements and conformity with the technical specifications, which may include production delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after-sales parts, if applicable, and the original duly signed omnibus warrant statement, if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of cooperation, partnership, or cooperative, or special power of attorney of all members of joint venture giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts represent the bidder. Next, the financial documents, the prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity or NFCC or a committed line of credit in the universe from a universal or commercial in bank in lieu of its NFCC computation. For the Class B documents, if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GBA in the instance that the bid is successful. Other documentary requirements under RA number 9184 as applicable for foreign bidders claiming by reason for their country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in government procurement activities for the same item or product. Next, for the financial component envelope, a original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form and original duly signed and accomplished price schedules, other documentary requirements under RA 9184 as applicable, and a certification from the DTI if the bidder claims as a domestic bidder or domestic entity. For the bid evaluation, reminding bidders to kindly break down all the costs of taxes pursuant to Section 32.2.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184, to wit, all bidders shall be required to include the cost of all taxes such as but not limited to value-added tax, income tax, local tax, and other fiscal levies and duties which shall be itemized in the bid form and reflected in the dated estimates, such as bid including said taxes shall be in the basis of bid evaluation and comparison. For the bid data sheets, contracts similar to the project shall be application security testing tools and completed within at least 3 years prior to the deadline of the submission and receipt of bids. The bid security in the form of bid securing declaration of any of the following forms in amount. For the form of bid security in cash money, cash, cashier's manager's check, bank draft guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit, the amount is the 2% of the ABC, amounting to 108,428 and 76 centavos. For the surety bond, the amount will be the 5% of the ABC, which is 271,071 pesos and 90 centavos. Next, for the post-qualification documents within a non-extendable period of 5 calendar days from the receipt of the bidder from the notice of the bank that is submitted to lowest calculated bid, the bidder shall submit its latest income and business tax returns filed and paid through the BIR electronic filing and payments EFPS and other appropriate licenses and permits required by the law and stated in the BDS. For the forms, we have the following: schedule of requirements, technical specifications, bid form, price schedule for goods offered from abroad, price schedule for goods offered within the Philippines, bid securing declaration, and omnibus warrant statement. Pursuant to Section 5.3 of the Government Procurement Policy Board Circular Number 04-2020, bidders are highly encouraged to use the templates/forms provided to minimize errors and omissions in the form submitted. However, failure to use the said templates is not a ground for disqualification, provided in the mandatory submitted includes all the mandatory provisions required in the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 918 form and associated issuances as identified in Clause 2 in the required forms in the section of the bidding documents. For the bid form, bid prices in figures and in amount in words, and the bid price shall include the cost of all taxes such as but not limited to value-added tax, income tax, local tax, and other fiscal levies and duties which shall be itemized in the bid form and reflected in the price schedule or detailed estimates. For the price schedules, prices indicated in the price schedule shall be entered separately in the following manner. For goods offered from within the procuring entity's country, the price of goods quoted EXW, X works, X factory, X warehouse, X showroom, or off the shelf as applicable, all costs of the sales and other taxes already paid are payable. The cost of transportation, insurance, and other costs incidental to delivery of goods to their financial destination, and the price of other incidental services, if any. For goods offered from abroad, the price of the goods shall be quoted in delivered duty paid with the place of destination in the Philippines, the price of other incidental services, if any, and for services based on the form which may be prescribed by the procuring entity in accordance with the existing laws, rules, and regulations. Next, for the bid securing declaration, the bidder shall enter into contract in the procuring entity and furnish the required performance security within the 10 calendar days from the receipt of the notice of award, and the bidder accepts that it shall be automatically disqualified from the bidding of any procurement contract of the procuring entity for a period of 2 years upon receipt of the blacklisting order, and it will pay the applicable fine provided in the guidance of the use of bid securing declaration within 15 days from receipt of written demand by the procuring entity for the commission of acts resulting the enforcement of the bid securing declaration under the pertinent provisions of the IR of RA number 9184 and its associated issuances. Next, for the Omnibus Warrant Statement, the signatory is the duly authorized representative of the bidder and granted full power and authority to do, execute, and perform any and all acts necessary to participate, submit the bid, and to sign and execute the issuing contract accompanied by the relevant notarized document. Bidder is not blacklisted or barred from the bidding by the government of the Philippines or any of its agencies, corporations, or local government units, including foreign government, foreign, and or international financing institution whose blacklisting rules have been organized by the GPPB, by itself, or by relation, membership, association, affiliation, or controlling interest with another blacklisted person or entity as defined and provided in the form of guidelines of the on blacklisting. Each of the documents submitted in the satisfaction of bidding requirements is an authentic copy of the original, complete, and all statements and information provided are true and correct. Bidder authorized the hope or his or her duly authorized representative to verify all the documents submitted. Bidder complies with the disclosure provision under Section 47 of RA number 9184 and its 2016 revised IRR in relation to other provisions of RA number 3019. Bidder complies with the existing labor laws and standards, and bidder complies with the responsibilities of prospective eligible bidder provided in the public bidding documents. Bidder did not give or pay directly or indirectly any commission amount, fee, or any form of consideration, pecuniary or otherwise, to any person of the official, personal, or representative of the government in relation to any procurement project or activity, and in case of advance payment was made or given, failure to perform, deliver any of the obligations undertaking the contract shall be sufficient grounds to use criminal liability or swindling estafa or the commission of fraud with unfaithfulness or abuse of confidence to misappropriating or converting any payment received by a person or entity under the obligation involving the duty to deliver certain goods or services to the prejudice of the public and the government of the Philippines pursuant to Article 315 and Act number 3815 series of 1930 as amended or the revised penal code. Next, other required forms of the bid security aside from the bid securing declaration, performance security, and warranty security. Security is posted under favor of the procuring entity. Amount of the security which is denominated in Philippine pesos, which should not be less than the required percentage as follows: for bid securing based on the ABC to be bid, a performance security based on the total contract price, and for warranty security based on the required percentage of the progress payment or total contract price. Validity period which shall be corresponding to time frame provided in the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 and its associated issuances. Respective obligation and undertaking that is guaranteed relative to the faithful performance of the responsibilities stated in the relevant provisions of the 2016 revised IRR and for hello po, audible po ba ako?
Yes, ma'am. Very.
How about po yung screen? Clear po ba?
Yes po, malinaw naman po.
Yes.
Okay po, to continue, for surety bonds, it shall be callable upon the bond issued by the surety or issuance company duly certificate by the Issuance Commission as authorized to issue such security. Next, for the statement of the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, names of the outstanding contracts with other contracting party, example, procuring entity or private company allowed by the rules, contract date, period and amount of value, and for goods, kinds of goods, and days of delivery. Next, for the statement of the bidders SLCC similar to the contract to be bid, name of the completed contract, date, period, and amount which should corresponded to the required percentage of the ABC to be bid. The value is adjusted to the current prices using the Philippine Statistics Authority consumer price indices when necessary. For goods, the relevant period or delivery date when the said SLCC was completed and users' acceptance or official receipts or sales invoice issued for the contract if completed, and definition of the description of the similar project or major categories of work. Next, owner certificate of acceptance or CPES rating accompanying with the statement of the bidders SLCC for owner certificate acceptance, name of the project owner that issued the certificate, name of the contractor or constructor, name of the contract, and contract duration. For CPES rating, the final rating for at least satisfactory. For contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. Next, under bidders computation of NFCC or committed line of credit, CLCE for goods. For NFCC computation, one is ABC to be bid. Second is the amount of the value bidder's current asset based on the audited financial statements. Third, amount of the value of bidder's current liabilities based on the AFS. And fourth, amount of the value of outstanding and uncompleted portions of the project under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. For CLC, first is ABC to be bid. Second, amount which should be at least 10% of the ABC. And third, name of the issuing foreign universal and commercial bank as confirmed and authenticated by the local universal or commercial bank. Next is for the joint venture agreement or notarized statements as to forming JB for goods. If a JBA is already in existence, the content shall include the responsibility of each of the JB partners or its contributions to the JB, and the contents of the notarized statements of all potential JB partners shall include that they will enter into and abide the provisions of the JBA in the event that the bid is successful, and failure to enter into JBA in the event of the contract award shall be a ground for bid disqualification and subsequent forfeiture of the bid security. Next, for the certification of reciprocity of foreign bidders of goods, foreign bidders claiming eligibility based on its country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos shall submit a certification from the relevant government office to their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in their government procurement activities for the same item or product. Shown on the screen is the format of the bid securing declaration. Next is the format for the price schedule for goods offered from abroad and the price schedule for goods offered within the Philippines. And also shown on the screen is the bid form and the omnibus warrant statement. All of the forms presented is on the bidding documents po. Next, reminders to bidders. The clock at the DICT lobby using the Philippine Standard Time is the official reference during submission of the receipt of bids. A member of the back secretariat will be assigned to receive the bid documents at the DICT lobby and shall stamp this as received. Bidders are reminded to enter inside the DICT premises is subject to the safety and health protocols in place, and processing of the payment for the bidding documents prior to the submission of the actual bid offer may take time. Presence in the DICT premises does not constitute submission on time, which shall refer to the actual handover of the bid proposal of the authorized personnel of the back secretariat. Requests for clarification should be formalized, addressed, and emailed to the back secretariat at back@dict.gov.ph and back.secretariat@dict.gov.ph. The deadline for the request for clarification is on August 16, 2025 at 4 p.m. Copies of the supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted at the PhilJep website, the DICT website, and the bulletin board at the DICT lobby. Next is the common causes of ineligibility and disqualification, invalid field job certification, and underlying supporting documents pursuant to Section 8.5.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 and GPPB Resolution number 15-2021. All Class A eligibility documents indicated in the Annex A of the field jobs registration certificate, platinum membership must be current, valid, and updated at the time of bid submission. The failure by the prospective bidder to update the certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension and validity of its certificate until such time that all Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their field jobs registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids. Failure to attach the required supporting document for the statement of largest single completed contract similar to the project to be bid, and failure to include all the mandatory provisions pursuant to GPPB Circular Number 04-2020, submission of unsigned documents, submission of audited financial statement without stamp receipt of the BIR, failure to submit the bid securing declaration in the prescribed format attached in the bidding documents. Take note that the bid securing declaration has additional mandatory provisions pursuant to the GPPB Circular Number 04-2020. Next is failure to submit the bid securing declaration and omnibus warrant statement without a jurat as required in the form provided in the bidding documents pursuant to the latest rules on notarial practice. Failure to indicate the compliance in the technical specifications and attach proof of compliance if applicable, and failure to submit the forms which do not contain all the mandatory provisions pursuant to the GPPB Circular Number 04-2020. For submission of bids through courier service, bidders are reminded that the courier service personnel must submit the bid proposal to the personnel of the Back Secretariat Division at the office address provided below. Bid, submission, or proposal left by the courier service personnel at the lobby guard, or any other personnel or staff aside from the authorized Back Secretariat personnel will not be considered submitted for purposes of bid opening. The responsibility to ensure that the courier service personnel submits the bid proposal to the authorized Back Secretariat personnel is the sole responsibility of the prospective bidder. Next is the presentation of audio recording outlining the process of paying the bidding documents in the e-procurement system.
Accessing the e-procurement website. Open any web browser and go the https://eprocurement.dict.gov.ph. Click the Sign Up button. Provide a valid email address. Create a password with at least 8 alphanumeric characters, 1 uppercase, a number, and a symbol. Repeat your password for confirmation. Tick the checkbox to agree to the terms and conditions, and click Create Account button. Open the email account that you provided during registration, check your inbox, and verify your account by following the instructions in the email. Click Activate Your Account button. Go back to the e-procurement system and enter your registered email address and password. Click Login button, and you will be redirected to the onboarding page. Input your personal information and click Next button. Input your company information and click Next button. Review the information you provided and click Confirm button. Once onboarded, you will be redirected to the homepage/dashboard. Select the procurement project you wish to participate in by clicking the View Complete Details button. Select the lot you wish to participate and click Participate in Bidding button. A confirmation modal will appear. Review the details, click the Confirm button, and you will be redirected to the payment window. Select your preferred payment method from the list and click Pay Now button. Print and save the receipt as proof of payment and for reference. You may also check your email to view your receipt. Click the Go Back to Merchant button. You will be redirected to the My Transactions page, where a list of your transactions will be displayed.
That will be all po. Thank you.
Thank you po. Next po will be the presentation of the technical specification. Mr. Chair, as the specification are already available online po, may we ask the prospective bidders if they have gone through the specification or if they wish the end user to provide a presentation po.
Bidders, any prospective bidders, any comments on this matter? Okay. Yes po. Yes, sir. Recognize Ma'am Connie.
Good morning, sir. Connie Bautista from Microgenesis. With regards to the SLCC, may we request to relax it to any IT security tool completed project? Thank you.
Backsec.
Apologies po, Mr. Chair. Before we proceed po with the question and answer, may we ask lang po muna other prospective bidders po if they already browsed the bidding documents, sir. So we can proceed po if none. May I ask po from representative from 4G Networks if they already browsed po the technical specification or if they wish for the end user to present po. Anyone po from 4G Networks, please? If none po from 4G, may I ask po from iTraverse Solutions Inc., please?
Hi po, good morning, ma'am. Yes po, ma'am. We've gone through the tech specs and ongoing pa po yung responses. And we'll be asking few questions later po.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Po. Next po is from Remax International Incorporated po, please.
Hi po, good morning po. Yes ma'am, already reviewed the document po.
Thank you, sir. Next po from Microgenesis Business Systems, please.
Ma'am Connie Bautista from Microgenesis, yes. Na-review na po namin yung tech specs and the eligibility checklist. Thank you.
Thank you so much po. Mr. Chair, nakapag-review na po sila ng bid docs. We can now proceed po with the question and answer.
Yes, please, let's proceed. Thank you.
To all our prospective bidders po, the floor is now open for questions and clarifications, if any. Please raise your hand, and upon asking question, kindly state your name and the company you're representing po for proper identification. Thank you po.
Yes, Connie. Ma'am Connie, yes, please.
Again, good morning, everyone. I just want to raise a clarification or request with regards to the single largest completed contract. It is specified kasi na it's as application security testing tool, but may I request to relax it to any IT security tool or software. Thank you.
May we request po for the end user to respond, please?
Thank you for the question. Noted on this, we'll answer your queries to SBB po. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
For the end user po, may we request to present and walk through po dun sa posted bidding documents in response to the bidder's query, please? Thank you po. Kindly present po the bidding docs. Mr. Chair, Mr. Madelo po raise his hand po, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Madala, yes po. You're recognized.
Good morning po ulit. This is Rich Madelo under iTraverse po. Question po doon sa item number 1 under technical specifications. Doon po sa number of licenses, it says that there are 53 for static and dynamic 1-year subscription. May I know po ano yung inclusive dito sa 53? Like ilan dito yung sa static at ilan po dito yung sa dynamic?
Okay ba to answer, no? We'll provide this, no, your answer to the SBB po. Thank you.
Okay po sir, that's not bad. Maybe po, to add na lang po dun sa question ko,
Yes po.
maybe if we could indicate also that for under static is how many are applications and in the dynamic how many are web applications po?
Yes po.
Okay,
We'll
thank you.
provide that. Thank you.
Thank you po sir.
Any more questions po? Yes, Sir Madelo, you're recognized.
Thank you po ma'am. Another question po on item number 2.3.4. There are around 33 languages po yung naka-indicate po dito. What if po if there are 2 languages na we cannot support? Can we still state in our response that partially yes, but we will indicate what are the 2 languages that we cannot support? Or if or we need to support all the languages before we can comply or respond with a yes in the compliance.
Yes, sir. We'll add to that to your queries to SBB, sir. Thank you.
Thank you po sir.
Thank you po. May I ask po if there are any other questions po from other representatives po, please? Yes po, Ma'am Connie.
Good morning again. With regards to the ISO requirement, may I reconfirm if this ISO refers to the manufacturer's or principal's ISO certificate? Thank you.
Noted on this, Ma'am Connie. I will answer that to SBB. Thank you po.
Thank you, sir. Another clarification with regards to the training certificate. May I clarify, is this is a certificate of attendance and a knowledge transfer based on the proposed solution?
Yes po. We'll do that, sir. To SBB po, we'll answer that. Thank you.
Noted, sir. Thank you. Another clarification, is there an installation or configuration of this proposed solution or just supply and delivery only?
Noted on that, Ma'am Connie. We'll answer that to SBB. Thank you.
Noted, sir. Thank you so much po.
Yes po, Mr. Madelo again.
Thank you, ma'am. Another question. Is the requirement is an on-prem deployment or we can offer purely SaaS subscription?
Noted on that, sir. We'll answer that to SBB. Thank you.
And to add in po, sir, do you have
Yes.
any concerns when it comes to the data sovereignty? Say, if we will offer a purely SaaS subscription, then the data or the applications and source code will be forwarded or will be uploaded to the platform po, which is resides sa cloud.
Okay. Noted on that also, sir. Thank you.
Thank you po,
We'll
sir.
answer that to SBB. Thank you.
Thank you po, sir.
Any more questions po? Mr. Chair, looks like there's no further questions po. Permission to proceed with the presentation of the final reminders po, please.
Yes, please proceed.
For the final reminders po, we will be issuing a supplemental bid bulletin for this project. You may send your email po or request for clarifications to the back secretariat at back@pict.gov.ph and back.secretariat@pict.gov.ph. You have until August 16 po to send your clarifications. The deadline is 4 p.m. and the supplemental bid bulletins, if any, will be posted at the PhilJEP's website, the DICT website, and bulletin board at the DICT lobby. Again po, you may still send your queries until August 16, 2025 at the email provided on the screen. That's all po, Mr. Chair, from the side of the back secretariat.
Thank you, Backsec. Members, any other comments or any matters that you'd like to take up? Hearing none. Thank you, Backsec. We will suspend today's meeting and then proceed later this afternoon.
Thank you po, ASEC. We would like to thank po all the prospective bidders for today. You may visit the DICT official YouTube channel, the Department of ICT Philippines, for the copy of these proceedings. That's all po from the side of the back secretariat for this agenda. Thank you po.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Meeting is
po.
suspended.
Salamat po. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Salamat.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.